So today I wanted to do a quick overview of how we can think about our mind and how we can start to use it to really have it function well, to really use it as a tool and to really benefit ourselves in whatever way we really need to, whatever things we need to do for ourselves. So one of the ways that I think about the mind is by breaking it down into the way it thinks, essentially. So the mind can be thought of to be made up of three main elements. So the first element around mind wellness is words. So you probably use words to think. Not everyone does, because I have found that every individual has very unique patterns of thinking, and some people experience thoughts in sensations, in sounds, in colors, and words tend to be a very popular and common way to think. So let's talk about words. So the words we use in our thoughts carry energy and power, and they influence what we do. Words are sort of a representation of our intentions and kind of how we live our lives. So words like want, like, enjoy, don't, should, desire, interested, they kind of represent how we see ourselves, how we think about the world, and certainly what we think about ourselves. So one method to really start understanding our own minds is to examine the words that we use when we think. The second element of mind wellness is sentiment. So sentiment is essentially the feelings that are generated when we think. So let's say we are having a thought about our day, and we wake up and we think it's so sunny outside. This kind of sentence can hold any kind of sentiment depending on how you think about it and how it sounds, and the kinds of feelings that emerge from it. So I can wake up in a really good mood, and maybe something happened yesterday that was wonderful and I'm excited for today, and I say, it's so sunny outside. So this kind of thought is said in that kind of way will of course generate a lot of positive and energetic emotions and feelings, and it might help me start the day on kind of a more energetic way. However, maybe yesterday wasn't so great, and I went to sleep kind of feeling upset, and all I want to do today is hide under the covers. So the thought, it's so sunny outside, might sound kind of sad and kind of disappointing, because maybe we want to have it be kind of cloudy and rainy outside to match your mood. So the sentiment with which you say the words that make up your thoughts really have a lot of power to direct your mood in different ways, to shift your mood, and to really maintain a certain kind of flow in your life. So if words aren't something you really connect with, maybe you can start to notice the kinds of feelings and the way, the tone in which you say things or think about things, and try to create a tone that's more friendly to yourself, to other people, and maybe not so judgmental, maybe more supportive. So the sentiment and the tone of your thoughts, combined with the kind of words you use when you think, is a pretty interesting and powerful way to start discovering how you're thinking and how you can start to essentially manipulate it adapt it, and adjust in whatever way that you need. And the third thing that is a really big element in our speech as well is time. The way that we say things in terms of past, present, or future can really influence how we build our lives and our belief structures about ourselves, about each other, and about what we can do for ourselves and for each other. So if I think I should have done the dishes yesterday, that has a lot of clues into the way that you're thinking. So maybe that thought pattern is related to you thinking about the past. Maybe it's judgmental in its sentiments. And maybe it's also connected with something to do the dishes and your family history, or some kind of connection that you may have not made yet. But if that kind of thought keeps reoccurring, whether it be about the dishes or not, but it has the past tense and the judgment and criticism tone, maybe that's something that you can start to notice and then shift. And one way you can do that is taking a statement, a thought, such as, I should have done the dishes yesterday. And you can, one, change the word. So if you notice there's the word should in the sentence, it's more of a judgment kind of word, and a kind of a past tense type of word. So you can move it more towards the present. So you can say, I need to do the dishes, or I'm going to do the dishes, which is a bit future, but still a bit better than being stuck in the past. So you can play around with the sentiment and the words and essentially move yourself more into the moment. And the more you're in the moment, the more the thoughts and your mind and your body, everything kind of stills itself and becomes more now. And then you can really see like what it is that you want to continue with and move forward with in your life. So again, 3 things that you can work with if you want to really manipulate, change, adjust, or in any way discover what it is that's happening in the mind, especially if it's causing you concern on a daily basis. Examine the words, the exact words that you use in the sentences or structures that you create sentences with. The sentiment, basically the tone in which you speak those words or thoughts, even if it's not word related, and the time, whether it's past, current, or future. How are you thinking about what is happening? The more you are in the present, the more your words and your tone is in the present, the more clarity your decisions will have, and essentially the calmer life might feel. So I hope that was helpful. Those are a way that I've kind of broken down the way that I've taught myself various techniques in which to really use my mind and calm myself in moments when it's kind of difficult or I'm facing some kind of challenge. Let me know what you think, and I hope it's helpful. Bye.